Hey fire signs, this is Tara and welcome to the weekly reading, my weekly reading for you for the month or the week of May 23rd through May 29th. And this is for the Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos out there. Hope you all are having a good month. May is almost over, so happy Memorial Day too as well. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently this week. I'm going to focus on abundance, money, prosperity. And the reason is I have a lot of clients who ask me about that, and this is going to be about the law of attraction and how this works for you, and how when we let things flow and we visualize, magnetize what we want, then what we do want comes towards us. Like if we want to buy that new boat or that new house, or we want funds for our college kids, or we want to go to college, or any of the things that we want, or maybe it's just a donation from a local school that you're looking for. I don't know why that came up, but it did. And so when we want things that are abundance related or income related, you know, how do you normally think of that? Do you look at the positive and say, okay, well, I'm an open channel for abundance and flow, or do you just see like, wow, there's a bunch of bills waiting for me and I don't know which one to pay, so I think I'll toss them in the air and see which one falls. I've heard people say that before, that's what they've done. So that's really not the way to do it. We want to look at things as, what is the happy part of this? What is the happy outcome that you can focus on? Sometimes we don't know how it's going to get there, but if we focus on the positive side of it, then things tend to turn out a lot easier. Magic happens, miracles happen. You know, I've had people tell me in their inbox when they focused on the positive things that they've gotten a job offer. So what I'm going to do here, instead of focusing on any of the negative aspects of life, of financial abundance, I'm going to draw a card from this particular deck. This is called the Money and the Law of Attraction Oracle Cards by Esther and her husband, Jerry Hicks, who is no longer with us, but they had produced this deck. And I really like it. It has brief mantras on there, but then it goes into depth on the other side of the card about what it means and how you can prosper from it. And so then after that, I'm going to pull two cards based on this card. I'm going to empathically pull two cards and see how, if you focus on the mantra of this card, how your week can turn out to best serve you in a prosperity, in an abundant way, to where we're letting things flow naturally. Okay, so there's 60 cards in this particular deck, and let's see what's the best mantra, what's the best way to think of this particular week from May 23rd through May 29th, and we're just coming out of Mercury retrograde, so things can move forward. You know, a lot of times we like to say, let's wait a couple weeks before we sign any contracts after the retrograde is over, if possible. I mean, if there's a job out there that you really want and it's now or never, always take it. But if it's possible for you to wait and there's still some negotiations and make sure the contract is in your favor and everyone's favor, then waiting is good. Okay, this one feels right. So let's see what this particular card has to say. All right. I can have money and freedom too. This is the mantra for the week, fire signs. I can have money and freedom too. Well, you know, really that goes in hand. The reason a lot of people, really want money is because it gives us the freedom to go on vacation, to be able to pay for our kids' college, maybe in advance, to save up or retire early, or, just do things that on a whim that we'd like to do. So money, in fact, does give us freedom. These are two hands that are joining. So it's like the lotus flower at the top, and then at the bottom, it just looks like there's all types of miracles and opportunities that can come with knowing that there is freedom around money, that joining our energies together. This card also is number 31 of the deck, and when I see that number in numerology, like if someone's born on the 31st or their life path is 31st, It's a very strong number because the 3 is about communication, oration, joy, and it's in front of the 1, which is about I can do it. I can make things happen. 1 is, if it's the only number, it's like I can do it kind of number. So, and together 4, it's about firm foundation, strength, nature. So let's turn it over and see what this particular card has to say about I can have money and freedom too. Okay, so what it says is a feeling of being overwhelmed is your indicator that you are denying yourself access to all manner of cooperation that could assist you if you were not disallowing it. Okay, so as you begin to feel free regarding the expenditure of time and money, doors will open, people will come to you, people will come to assist you, refreshing and productive ideas will occur to you, and circumstances and events will unfold. So as you change the way you feel, you access the energy that creates worlds. Well, that's pretty spectacular sounding. You access the energy that creates worlds. It is there for it is there for your ready access at all times. So it's always available. This energy to access worlds and create things is always available. To create, to produce, I want to say produce direct, because it feels like you're producing and directing your own life. You really are. I mean, we all are. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say about the Leo, the Aries, and the Sagittarians this week to make your mantra is, I can have money and freedom too. So letting go of the restraints of feeling like you can't have both because you can. Okay, so what cards are good indicators for this particular mantra? I can have money and freedom too. There's 2 cards. I'm going to turn them over. All right, well, the first card is the Strength card, and this is the Major Arcana card. Well, that says a lot right there. It gives you strength. It gives you a lot of strength and power and feeling of, I mean, here we go again with freedom. You know, in this card is the woman and her lioness, and she's stroking the lioness' head. She represents the ego part of our lives, and the lioness represents the emotional part, or the part that needs to be stroked. And oftentimes when the ego part is stroked too much, we can grow cold-hearted. If the lioness part is stroked too much, then that falls into addictions and emotions and all that. So we want a balance, and in that balance we find strength. Okay, and so with this card, you can find strength with your money, with your finances, with helping pay for your, I don't know why I keep getting college funds, but that may be, well, I mean, this we are becoming upon college graduation, or it's just happened in some areas. Here in Austin, UT just graduated this weekend, so that could be a part of some of your lives. The second card that comes up, I love this because this is the King of Rods. And you guys, this is you. This is a fire sign, the King. And I'm using the Hanson-Roberts deck, by the way, with this on these particular cards. Well, I mean, he's passionate. He's a leader. He makes things happen. People love him. He's generous. He's all things. Well, in fact, this is interesting. Look at the lion here in the card. So being the lion, that intuitive emotional part of you is a big part of your creative action that makes money. So this man knows how to do it. He's well dressed. He looks into the future. He gets it all. He understands the way people tick and think, and he takes action when he knows it's necessary to. And he knows when it's a good timing too. He's also intuitive. So when you have this mantra and say this mantra of I can have money and freedom too, You find your strength in yourself and your situation, and you can become the King of Rods. He lacks for nothing. He has all the money he needs. He's, like I said, he's generous. He's leadership role. He's usually a very creative type person and a business person. So he's all those things. So, okay, my friends, that's feels like for me, a good mantra for the week for you guys. Just remember, you can have both. You can balance it out, and you can have your money and freedom too. And again, this is a balance of hands. This is a balance. Okay, so that's a lot of what it is. Know that you can have both. Make it easy on yourself. Make it to where it says in the card, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's your indicator that you are denying yourself access to all manner of cooperation that could assist you if you were not disallowing it. So allow yourself to be assisted. Allow that cooperation come in. All right. Okay. Thank you, my friends. You all have a good week. Let me know in the comments below. I so appreciate you all emailing me, telling me what you want. I appreciate your subscribing. And if you have not, I encourage you to do so. That way you'll get these in your inbox each week and each month. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can get a hold of me on my website, www.taraventura.com, schedule a reading, or you can email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. Let me know how it goes this week, fire signs. Much wisdom to you. It feels like this is a week of wisdom for you. Okay, take care, and I will see you soon.